Hey everybody, welcome to Quested. I'm Taylor Swift's worst nightmare. I'm Mikey Malakowski. And I'm here with, as always,
David Ramos. I'm a Barbie girl. I didn't realize that Jake Gyllenhaal was DMing for us.
Yeah,
Jake Jizenbag.
You can't tell I look exactly like Jake Gyllenhaal? And I'm also here with
William Rafter, the red scarf that Taylor Swift gave Jake Gyllenhaal.
Scandal.
Mm-hmm. That's me.
That's him.
Yeah.
It's the guy.
It's Red Scarf Guy.
It's Red Scarf Guy. And last but certainly never least, I am here with
Nathan English, stuck in an eternal cycle of tickling.
Thought it was going to be another sad one.
The cosmic horror of tickling.
The eldritch abomination that is
Tied to a tree being tickled.
The eldritch abomination that is Elmo.
Elm
Drinking Elmer's glue with a curly straw.
That should have been another one. I'm drinking Elmer's glue with a curly straw.
Facts.
I'm drinking lead paint to numb the pain.
Little did you guys know, we're eating paint chips the entire session.
We're wacky. We're goofy. This is actually a session recorded in the 80s that is now just seeing the light of day. So keep that in mind. This is a D&D podcast that was taken out of Jeff Epstein's storage unit.
Yeah,
It is now being leaked to the public.
We're taking big guesses on what's going to be relevant in 30 years.
Big swings.
This is being recorded in 1989 in a dorm room at San Jose State University.
At Phoenix University.
At University of Phoenix. We're all alumni of University of Phoenix. That's how we met. That's how we met in the dorms of University of Phoenix.
The deep lore of how Quested came to be.
This is actually a class.
This D&D one. This is Improv 101.
Yeah, at University of Phoenix Online Penitentiary.
How about a recap, fellas?
Okay.
I don't have one written, so we're gonna freeball it like we usually do in this situation.
Put a bunch of those like
yeah, freestyle. Last time on Quested, the boys celebrated their victory, getting Quentin Taylor out of jail with his retrial. The boys went down and got some street meats and some gyros and some kebabs and corn dogs at the street food stalls at the beginning of the city. Quentin had dealt with the extreme anxiety of being out in the open for the first time in 3 years, and the first time sober out in the open, and probably is, the better half of his life. Glitch and Blint and Isaac tried to work him through. Isaac kind of misreading the situation as they got some food and then took a piss in the Shimmer Lake down at the piss bank, where Isaac and Blint proceeded to fall in. And Glitch blowing up an inflatable ducky for Isaac to be safe. It was then that Isaac got a message from Queen Sora Athelion saying to meet him in his room, with Glitch getting a message from Hugo a little earlier mentioning their departure to Careth'Uen tomorrow afternoon. Blint and Glitch separated to the Eye of the Villa, where Blint mentioned... How did it even come up? Orem mentioned that your hygiene is not the best, and Blint came out that he has not showered in over a year.
Oh no, I fully called him out on being stinky.
Oh, you called him out? So Glitch called him out on being stinky. And he mentioned how he assumed everyone showered once a year. And that is not the case. Crudge was lying to him. And they promised to go to a bathhouse in the morning. Meanwhile, Isaac and the Queen had a flirtatious conversation. Quentin being asleep in the next room, and shared a kiss, a loving kiss. And you can't see Will's face right now, but he is absolutely doing the the high value man face.
Handsome Squidward.
Handsome Squidward. The Thanos jaw face.
Mm-hmm.
And you guys awoke the next morning. You guys took off to the bathhouse where Blint started to slowly realize that being clean is nice. And Isaac and Quentin took off to Joe's asshole where they realized they have some things. Glitch and Blint joined Isaac there, and they found some gifts from Tulip and Joe. They bought some magic items, get some potions, and we ended on Blint telling everyone that they just were inside Joe's asshole. And we drop in front of Joe's asshole.
Oh!
Holy shit!
I'm finishing yelling it. Oh!
And Joe goes, holy shit, thank you guys. Yeah, come back whenever. I hope you well on your adventures. And hey, Blint.
Huh?
Hey, come here.
What?
I just need to have a private conversation with you.
Huh?
Come here.
Oh.
He like gets snippy with you.
Glitch walks over with Blint.
Hey man.
He's eating stale popcorn.
He's like, what's the angle here? Is this your muscle?
Anything you could say to me, you could say in front of him.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So word on this.
Glitch, take a step back.
He takes a single step back.
Okay, yeah, that's pretty good. All right, what is it?
He's like saying this while also eyeing you the whole time, like unsure. He's like, so I heard that there's, narcs about, and I don't want to. I know information now that could get us in some trouble with your mareweed farm out back of the.
He grabs him by the collar and goes, "What do you say?"
And he like doesn't flinch when you do that, and he's like, "I'm saying I could keep it real fucking quiet and even tend to it if I get a little bit of the yield.
I grow it for fun. I don't sell it."
Do you want it to be gone?
He like pushes him back. He's like, "What do you want?"
I just want a little bit. I'll take a third of the grass. I don't even want money.
He like fully turns around and he's just staring at the ceiling. But he's not thinking of anything. He's not actually thinking of what to do. He's just staring off.
Dramatic.
He's zoning out.
What did I eat earlier?
He's like, yeah. All right. Who am I kidding? I'm in.
Hey,
He just,
you son of a bitch.
Like shakes his hand as hard as he can.
You shake. He's like you're fully like he's in the air,
Shaking his
floating.
whole body.
Yeah, you're shaking his entire goblin body.
Glitch is just like, I don't fully understand. I'm gonna go ask Isaac about this.
So he walks up to you, and Quentin is just like chilling. He was just chilling by the door the whole time, just smoking a little tobacco from his pipe.
Yeah, I'm just hanging out looking at shit.
Isaac, I have to ask you something about a conversation that I just overheard between Blint and Joe.
Sure, what's up?
They're growing mareweed, and they don't want anyone to know about it. But I don't know why. What's mareweed?
It is a drug that gets you, I guess kind of like drunk, but a different kind of drunk.
Well, apparently they don't want anyone to know, so if you have to ask anyone questions, feel free to, I guess.
Okay.
And they can't. You're out of earshot from them, so they can't hear you.
I'm like pointing at them as I'm talking.
Blint's like, he's like, I wonder what they're talking about.
Yeah, I wonder.
Just
I
does
wonder what
not
they're
get
fucking
it.
talking about. And you guys depart Joe's asshole. He gives you well wishes on your adventure.
Bye,
And
Joe.
Your new, bye, everybody. Bye, greatest creation. Bye, Isaac. Bye, little guy that I didn't really get to meet. Bye, Blint.
Bye.
Pleasure doing business with you.
Okay.
And he just like rolls up a cigar and fucking starts sitting on his favorite stool.
Blint
And-
pulls out a doint.
A fucking toy.
It's like as big as one of his giant fingers. He's like,
Pulls out a fucking stinker.
he goes,
Forgot you-
just the noises just keep getting weirder.
You're not used to how it feels. Don't try to stifle it, man. You're gonna make it worse.
He like hands, and he goes, "Psych." And he just keeps walking.
God.
And you guys
drop my doing.
yeah, in the back.
I'm like way in the back. Oh no!
You drop it and then you somehow trip and fall while trying to pick it up.
I fall like a kid.
I think my favorite bits are when Blint acts like a kid. Like in episode 9 when you like sit down, you're like, it's been really hard for me.
Or when Glitch punches me, he's like, ow.
Like when Glitch kicked you in the back of the leg in like in the Silver Spires, and you're like, I could have fallen. So fucking good. But heading to the Willow District, you see running around is Pinsent with Marius, and all the other newsy kids. He found some good friends to play with.
Good shit.
He like waves at you guys. He's like, "Hey, everybody! Have fun on your adventure."
Hi, Pinsent.
Hi, greatest creation.
Hi, Pinsent.
Hello,
Hi.
They're running away. I'm gonna play with them. Bye.
I want to play too.
I don't know.
Man, what the fuck?
I don't know about that.
He like runs, and they're like all waiting for him. Marius tips his like little newsboy cap at you guys. He was like the main dude. And you pass Hildy Tuftwind, asleep on Dewdrop up against an apple tree. Dewdrop snoring super loud on her side, and Hildy's like got her fucking curly locks rested against Dewdrop's tummy, and they're both snoring super loud.
Glitches blowing kisses to Dewdrop.
And she can't see you, but she can feel the intent.
Hell yeah.
And she
can feel you working.
You watch the bear smile a little bit in her sleep.
It's like kicking its feet.
Yeah, it's kicking its feet really happy. And you pass the Order of the Ashen Moon, where Bex is outside teaching new members how to bond with their Hellcats using these they look like red amulets, and you guys, Isaac especially, would recognize this as Infernum. And they're like trying to Bex is like very carefully overseeing these like new recruits as they're trying to like bond with these like feral beasts essentially.
When Glitch walks by it, he fully stops and like salutes at the Order of the Ashen Moon.
Bex like has one hand behind his back, the other in a salute as well, and he's like, "Good on you, brother."
Howdy, soldier.
Howdy. And he laughs and he's like, "Get to work!" With all the other dudes.
Glitch is like on the fence, like, "Yeah, you better get to work."
He's yelling that.
One of the like scrawny little like human dudes is like, "Huh?" when you say that, and then like the Hellcat jumps on him, pounces on him. And you guys are make your way to the Willow District, where I will describe it for the first time.
The Willowsmith District.
The Willowsmith District. Willow trees of varying autumnal shades make up the expanse of the Willow District. Home to stark and blocky dwarven buildings, the light can barely make its way to the floor of this district. Various braziers of red embers dot the place to light the way, but its cover from sunlight makes it a safe haven for Duragar, Drow, and even one notable Svifferneblin, Toofus Rancorn, a seamstress. You see, waiting in kind of the like quad area of the Willow District is Crudge, Orm, Oberon, and Tulip. All there awaiting you three. Tulip walks up first and says, "We all wanted to see you guys off, make sure that everything was good. You were picked up by my father when he arrives. So, yeah." And Crudge is like, okay, yeah, you said your thing, I'm gonna say my thing. And she's like, "That wasn't my thing." And he's like, "Yeah, okay." And he goes up to Blinn, of course, and is like, "For real, bro, I want to thank you personally first. You're my rock. You're my world. I love you. Keep fucking going, man. And you're looking good. The hair is poofier as fuck. I didn't know you were."
He like flips his hair
Holy
around.
shit. God
Yeah,
damn.
I took a bath.
Dude, keep doing that. It's
Maybe.
fucking rocking. It's rocking with it. And he's like, "And you boys, I couldn't have done this shit without any of you. For real, I'm gonna make my first bard song about you three. Okay?
We want to hear it when it's done.
Everyone's gonna fucking be singing. It's gonna be a ballad. I swear to God, it's gonna be 8 minutes long.
Yeah, you take on the world, Crudgeon.
Facts, I'm gonna be doing it in your guys' honor, okay?
When Crudgeon like goes to like hug Blint, Glitch stands in the way. He steps in the way and like puts his hand out.
He's like, what's up, bro?
It's really okay.
Mm-mm.
What's going on?
Mm-mm.
Is there something you need to tell me?
No, it's fine, Crudgeon. See you later.
What did I do?
It's fine, no.
And you push him away, and he goes
Blint
back.
like reaches over the top. He's like, he goes like fist bump him.
Yeah, he fist bumps you like where he wanted to hug you.
Yeah, I guess we'll see you then.
And he like goes to high five Isaac. He just pushes a hand.
I give him like a really light,
He's like, hey, fuck yeah, okay, my mentor.
and I wipe my hand off after.
And he goes up to Orem and is like, he's just like shrugs. Like Orem shrugs at him like, I don't know what to tell you, man.
Yeah, we didn't have that many conversations.
And Quentin like turns to you after he sees Crudge. Turns to Isaac after he sees Crudge, and he's like, right, what's his deal then?
I don't know. He is delusional. He is from a backwater town, I'm pretty sure.
He looks like you know how you were when you first saw Crudge? Exact same look. He's just like he's like, I don't want to interface with this man at all.
Yeah.
And like Crudge, like you could tell, like was like, I'm not gonna talk to him. He's scary. And he's like, yeah, I could fully kick his ass. Do you want me to beat him up? I'll fucking do it.
No. Let's not cause a ruckus before we leave.
All right.
As much as I'd like to see that.
Orem comes up and like he gives you all like hearty handshakes, and he goes, Blint, if you ever end up running into Vlev before you see me next, tell him that since the villa's taken off, could probably build that sanctuary he was always talking about building back home.
Oh my God. Okay, I'll tell him.
And I think that would be a big uplifter for the Iron Cask again.
Yeah, and then we could
get new recruits.
We could put my mare weed in there.
We could put the mare weed in the sanctuary.
I mean, no, but yeah, no, yeah, I'll tell him that.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
And I won't touch your room when you're gone.
Please don't go to the drawers.
All right.
But thanks for everything. And he like pats him really hard on the back.
He's like, yeah, no problem.
He has dirty mags in the bottom drawer.
Shut up!
I fucking knew it.
I told you that in confidence.
I was wondering where all mine went.
Yeah.
And
little grubby robot hands on my fucking. I knew it was on pages I didn't leave them on.
Glitch runs behind Orem to like hide from Blint.
yeah,
He's like, come here.
He's like, whoa.
He's like,
He runs in between Blint's legs.
Stop it.
Oh, holy shit, he's so nimble.
Blint's like, stop, I can't turn around that
Stop,
fast.
I don't know where he went. Oh shit, there he is.
You're getting dizzy.
Isaac, knock him on his back. He's like a turtle.
No.
Isaac's looking at his fingernails like, what?
And Quentin knocks him on his back.
Whoa.
He starts petting your belly like a dog.
Whoa.
Like, whoa.
The reaction was different than I thought it was going
He
to be.
stands up and he like fluffs his shirt and he's like, I don't want to be dirty again.
Oh, true. I meant it condescendingly. He seemed to like it. And then he just like
Don't
goes,
ever rub my tummy again.
Okay.
But if you're gonna do it, you could maybe blow on it a little bit.
and
blow
to the
on it.
left and give me raspberries.
And I like it higher up near my neck.
All right.
And he's like has his arms folded. He's like, if you're gonna do it,
Say less, cuddly fuck.
he like sort of smiles a little bit.
Yeah, he like sort of smiles too. And then Orem like says like, I won't touch your room either. It's yours. Okay?
Oh, you can burn it down for all I care.
Okay. he just laughs and is like, oh, I'll be all right. I won't.
Don't go in his room.
should.
I've been hiding stuff in there too.
What's in there?
You should probably burn that room down.
like shitting in it.
I don't want anyone finding what I have in there.
Yeah, it would be better for the both of us if you got rid of the... I mean, if you just burned it down.
This is pepperoni antics.
Yeah.
I have a fucking Hannibal layer in there, dude. Yeah.
Sights that should never be seen.
Out of context, saying pepperoni antics sounds insane.
yeah.
That's the name of a
That's
pizza
David's
place
last
somewhere.
character in the last campaign I've DM'd for. But yes, he says goodbye to you. He goes, Isaac, always a pleasure.
Who was saying this?
Orm.
Orm?
Yeah.
All right.
Just say that in character. Like it was
I shake his hand. It's always good doing business with you.
Keep working on yourself, brother.
Oh, well. Okay.
No, I mean, it's been cool.
Implying you need work.
It's been cool to see. You used to be a kind of ski. It's okay.
What?
In the first episode, he literally said, like, you come in here and you, like, just drink and gaslight people.
I literally don't do that.
Okay, we're not going to have this conversation for the sixth time. And he goes back
What are
with
you
the
talking about?
Glitch slaps him up.
yeah, he taps you the fuck up. And he goes back with Crudge. And then Tulip walks up to you, Glitch. And,
Tulip!
and she's like, Glitch! And she hugs you and, like, lifts you up. And spins you around.
Uppies.
Yeah, she immediately knows it. Lifts you up. Like she holds you like a fucking baby, like by your like shoulders, like your armpits, and like dances you around. She puts you down, and she gets eye level with you, and she goes, "So it's not much, but I've looked into the void and the Fae some more.
What did you find?
Basically, like every text from the first age always links the void to the far realms, like realms way out of like our time and space, but everything from like the second age on, which I would take into more account, kind of links it to the astral, like the astral sea. You might be able to find like something out about your magic there if you ever find yourself there, which that place is fucking terrifying. But I would have a theory that your magic is manifesting strangely because of Fae interference. I know that was kind of what you said, but I feel like it's... I don't know. The void has never been represented as the way it is in your case. So maybe the Fae have some part in that. They have a knack for like illusions and stuff. So,
Do you think that it could be a trauma response?
It very well could be a trauma response. You might be, I don't know, manifesting some sort of pain.
I look down solemnly, as if to stare off into the distance, and I say, as I look up, I say, I've seen things. And when she looks in my eyes, it looks like she's looking into the vacuum of space.
Holy shit. And she grabs you, like, by your shoulders, and, like, grabs your face, and she's like, it's gonna be okay. You gotta feel what you gotta feel.
All right, Tulip, thank you.
Also, my dad has a friend who's a Volari historian, and he might have some info, and he could take a look at you just to help you discern more about your core. That's his specialty.
Is he going to be traveling with us?
The historian?
Yeah.
No. I don't know who he is exactly. My
Oh.
dad keeps his contacts.
Oh, okay.
Secret.
I'll ask your dad about it.
Yeah, I'm sure he'll take you there or something.
Okay.
Or point you in the direction.
Thank you.
But seriously, if you need to talk about it, I got this. And she holds up a sending stone earring. She's like,
yes,
you can talk to me. You can talk to
yeah.
me. And she's like, looks at you two, and she's like, that goes for you guys too. So if you guys want to talk ever, you know where to ring me. And she like puts it in her ear and is like,
Good shit.
Okay.
and she like rubs your little head.
It squeaks.
And she goes back, and Oberyn comes up to Isaac. I figure Oberyn was having this conversation while you two were having this conversation.
Yeah.
And he like seeing Tulip walking away, and he's like, he like finger guns Blint and Glitch, and he's like,
I'm like, Jesus.
Glitch puts his hand on his weapon.
oh no, I was gonna, we just need to hang out more. I think we would get along a lot better if we knew each other more. There's this weird,
I don't understand this custom.
I was trying to be like, you're a cool guy. You two are cool guys.
Be careful around him. I don't trust him.
And he like looks at Isaac. He's like, I just want them to like me.
Sorry, the kid's a little jumpy.
I guess rightfully so. Isaac, I know you're gonna say this is a bad idea, but I've been looking into Jezra. I don't have any big leads besides the fact that I guess his family owned land in Penchant up north in Arsene. So if you're ever there, it'd be cool if you could look into it for me. If there's any properties with the name Jezra linked to them.
Yeah, I think I can do that.
I appreciate it. Yeah, I also, take care of yourself. Don't let anything bad happen. I need you back here.
Felt like I should be saying that to you.
Oh, you know me. It's always a dull day here in Crescent City, huh?
Suppose that's true.
Didn't you almost die?
Yeah, I guess it was kind of sarcastic.
You were cut in half.
I wouldn't say in half. I mean, I took it pretty well.
I mean, you almost got murdered by someone stronger than you.
I think personally I handled it
He
very
ran
well.
his sword through your body and you almost bled out.
My body caught, egress with his sword. It wasn't, in half or anything.
He cut you like a loaf of bread.
Different strokes for different folks, different
You were
sides
like
of the story.
butter being cut by a hot blade.
No.
I thought you were going to be a lot stronger.
I caught his blade with my chest. It was on purpose.
Hey, Glitch, have you ever heard the sound of silence?
No, could you show me what it's like?
Yeah.
Glitch walks away.
And as that happens, you hear whirring in the sky. This kind of like as it gets lower, and you see what looks like the underneath of a dark oak canoe as Hugo lowers the dragonfly.
Boone's going. He's screaming.
They have amazing air clearance here.
In fact, what you realize is his ship is like a personal, like single-person ship.
Yeah.
So he can pretty much park it anywhere. He parks it like right at the entrance of the Willow District where there isn't any trees. And there's kind of this open like area, like a walkway.
I'm getting like tired, goofy now. It's like everything is like 3 times more funny.
That's the good
I
shit.
just picture like everyone's just watching. He's like,
Sarah Paulson.
Glitch is climbing up his body so he can cover his mouth.
"Oh, help me!"
Help me. And he lowers his personal air vessel right in front of the Willow District. The Dragonfly is what looks like this dark oak canoe outfitted with several canvas fins that act as rudders, as well as a small red sail in the middle. At its back is a 4-foot by 4-foot arcane exhaust, this big like hunk of metal that is kind of like oval shaped. And it is what propels the ship forward in negative zones and takes it off of the ground. Airships in this world burn residuum to propel themselves forward into the air and occasionally keep it steady amongst, turbulence and shit.
Mm-hmm.
There's a steampunk-looking captain's wheel, and it's connected to this interface with various dials giving like speed, residuum levels, altitude measurements, and a little small slot for a vial of residuum, this purple arcane crystals that are like crushed up and seated in this glass that get burnt away as fuel. And he steps out. He just like hops over the side, and he's like, "Well there, lads, you ready to go?"
Wait, who's this?
Hugo Moonscar. It's
Hugo.
Tulip's dad. Big, tall Goliath man in like a leather Indiana Jones like jacket that's like form-fitting with these like explorer outfit.
this guy's cool.
Glitch is on Blind's shoulders, and he gives him a wet willy, and then he's like, all right, yeah, we're ready to go.
Ugh, stop. We're in front of people, dude.
And he has
he starts like running towards
and are you running towards the ship?
Yeah, he's like really excited.
No. And he like, you go to do it, and this is the first time a grown man has like been able to like match your strength.
Yeah.
He like grabs you by the shoulders mid-sprint, and he's like, no, we're not going in the Dragonfly there, lads.
But why not?
Oh, it wouldn't fit all ya.
What the fuck, dude?
We're doing the old-fashioned way,
You're gonna
brother.
just pull up on us, and I run towards you, and I can't get in?
What, an old man's not allowed to flex his accomplishments?
He turns backwards and just walks back to the group.
He's like, no, we're doing the old-fashioned way. We're walking.
Ugh.
All the way?
It's not too far. It's a couple, It's not even 100 miles.
No, I walked here from there.
Oh, yeah, you did. He presses a button on the Dragonfly, and it shrinks down to about the size of a child's tricycle, and he just chucks it in a bag of holding he has at his side. Then he says goodbye to Tulip, and kisses her on the forehead, and they have like a little loving headbutt that is Goliath
Someone
customs.
else has got to try to kiss her on the forehead. Wait, I walk Glitch up to her and I lean him forward.
Yeah, wait, you're reading my mind. I wanna headbutt Tulip.
Okay, yeah, you guys have a loving headbutt. She takes it, and she's just like, all right, well, good luck, everybody.
Bye, Tulip.
Bye, Tulip.
We never really
Bye,
spoke,
Brent.
but you're
Yeah.
beautiful, and I hope we can come back and talk.
And Hugo like elbows you. He's like, "What'd you say about that part, huh, brother?"
I said I'm really excited to go on the journey.
That's what I thought. Okay.
Glitch is crying and screaming and fucking having snot come out of his nose.
Because he doesn't want to leave her.
Yeah.
He's got boogers.
He's pushing his face into fucking the top of Blint's head to like muffle his screams.
And
your boogers, dude.
and Tulip
He
says
blows his head in your or his nose
Come
in your
on,
head.
dude. Everyone's pushing me down and putting boogers in my head.
and she like whispers in her sending stone that you can hear. She's like, "You clean up nice."
Blint is like, his mouth is just
Open
completely
mouth.
open.
Jaw drops to the
As
floor.
Glitch is rubbing boogers on his head, he's like, and he just walks away like smiling.
Yeah, and you guys are walking away.
Sorry, did you say walking?
Yes, we're walking to Careth'Uen.
No. I walk off.
You go back to the
What is he
castle.
going to do? No,
I go to find a carriage place or some shit.
He
all
said,
right,
"Now
yeah.
we're gonna Uber."
He said nah.
On his phone calling
Fuck
an Uber.
He's
There's
like,
there's stables in Entropica, like right the district, like right at the beginning of town.
Mhm.
You can get a stagecoach that can take you pretty close out, but you'll still have to walk some. No one's caravanning to a ruin.
Can we buy something?
You might be, yeah, you could be able to buy something. Do you have enough money to buy
I
something?
have 150 gold.
Okay, yeah.
Wait, do you need money to buy a stagecoach? I can buy it, and I hand you the 8 gold that I have.
Oh.
Okay.
I have 32.
Thank you.
Quentin has 50 that he can throw to you. He's being stingy today.
Yeah.
I don't mind going for a walk. I don't know what your problem is.
Yeah.
It's good for the legs, mate.
He said, "Yeah."
Isaac's got chicken legs that might break at any moment.
All right, yeah.
And he's
Right.
ancient.
he's old
His
as a bag of
bones are
fucking dirt.
brittle.
Isaac, watch out! A stiff wind.
Yeah, Isaac.
Crazy
Yeah.
how both of you are bald, right?
Yeah,
He's dead serious.
he got you guys.
Glitch,
Isaac
Glitch,
turns around and is like, exactly.
Glitch,
Yeah.
Glitch gets serious and he goes, "Put me down, Blint."
Okay.
Quentin cracks his knuckles.
Belinda's just siding with whoever's. Like when you guys were making fun of him, he was like, "Yeah," and then he said, "You're bald." Then he goes next to Isaac. He's like, "You guys are fucking bald."
He punches Blint in the leg and then runs towards Isaac to punch him in the leg.
No, fucker. He's like jumping on one foot. Fucking dick.
Quentin's pushing his hat down a little more to cover the bald spot.
I put a major image of myself behind me just to fucking like dance around with Glitch.
Glitch is chasing after it.
You managed to get a stagecoach.
Oh shit.
you guys, it's about 200 gold.
Can we get like a caravan type thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
I will say, Hugo says this before you make the purchase. There is kind of a deep drop-off, so there will be a point in which we have to ditch the carriage. Just for the overall safety. There's reavers and shit about over there. So, I will say, if you're making this purchase, we can stow it away. I've got this trusty thing right here. And he hands up, like, he has a huge wing, like Blint level wingspan. And it's just this, it looks like he's holding, like, a cloth. And he just completely disappears in it.
Nice.
And he's like, it's an invisible tarp.
That's how he laughs.
Yeah. And he just does the little goblin laugh to himself. And he's like, so, that won't be a problem. But, yeah, You're pulling the trigger?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah, Hugo's pretty cool. He's prepared for everything.
Wait, so how
And he just stances up like a JoJo pose.
how did you plan on getting to Arsene from Careth'Uen?
What are you talking about? Oh, with my ship. Well, you see, there's a fancy dancy button I got. And he takes the button, like he like roots around in his bag of holding, and you just hear like a. He's like, you know the button that made the ship smaller, the dragonfly? Well, I can do that. I could do that with the caravan actually too, if you wanted to.
Yeah.
But it would be in my custody.
Right, but how do we get to Arsene from Careth'Uen?
Oh, I mean, there's only enough room for the one person. I was just going to take it back and have you lads meet me there. I just have a tight schedule, you know.
No, yeah.
So I didn't want to push yours along or mine. So I figured I would just head back and with his tiny ship and make it all nice.
Yeah. Okay.
You guys could meet me there.
Yeah, I finished the purchase.
All right. You get the caravan with 2 steeds.
Does it come with food? Or can I persuade it to have it come with food?
You persuade. Normally, you're already getting a deal being a hero of the realm with the caravan prices. It's originally 500.
Blint's like, oh, cool. And he like, is it like a carriage type thing?
Yeah, it's like a big
He like
carriage,
gets in the back and it like sinks down.
Yeah.
But he's
20.
really excited.
20?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, they throw in like 5, like a 10-day ration.
Okay.
10 days of rations in there. It's mostly like wheat and rice and stuff. Shit that can be
Didn't
used to
even
make
give us
things.
any cool stuff. It's all just wheat and rice.
Hugo like slaps your back and he goes, "Wheat and rice is the foundation of this world, brother."
He does this shit that like you like roll your shoulder because you don't want someone to touch you. He's like, fucking stupid.
Glitch is like, I have chips, and it's like an open bag, and you could see like fucking like crusty shit in there.
Mate, is that
Like
loose
lint.
lunch meat in there?
Lunch meat.
You got deli meat in your fucking satchel.
Yeah, I bought it like a week ago.
Interesting.
Do you want some? Here.
Blint just reaches in and goes.
I'm completely fine. Yeah, I'm good.
Glitch
It's
looks
actually-
dejected.
If you brush the dust off, it's not that bad.
Fuck, I got a soft spot for this little twat. Come here, give me it. Come on, give me the very hard bologna.
Hand it to him.
Bologna.
This is, you hear this?
Stinky.
He bites into it and it's like hard like a
Crunches.
cracker. He's like, it shouldn't sound like
It
that.
has like a crust to it.
He's like,
Ew.
it's like the like super 3D SpongeBob shit of him biting the fucking Krabby Patty, but he bites the bologna. Okay, you guys are in the caravan heading outside of the gates. You guys leave the confines of the city for the first time since the Forest of Cats incident 2 weeks prior. The flora surrounding the city is gorgeous. To the right is the infamous Forest of Cats, but off in the distance are a sprawl of hills covered in dense fields, a rainbow of gorgeous flowers. To the left far off, the land starts sloping downward, an indication of the coastline. There are various thickets of trees and brush, making it almost sectioned off. And there are these various off-beaten snaking paths that lead to Careth'Uen and up north to Arsene and everything. And as you travel in this caravan on this off-beaten path to the left, Glitch, You get flashbacks of your walk here. You're having a hard time fully remembering waking up, and it felt like your body was moving on its own volition, separate from your brain. You remember being in the air, piloting your dinghy, fending off. I knew that was going to be a thing.
I'm trying to pilot your dinghy.
Trying to pilot that dinghy. Fending off some monster in the sky shrouded in thick black mist. You could only make out its vile screams and gnashing teeth. Other than that, it was a mystery to you. Then the sail ripped, and then the wheel locked. You were dropping quickly, too fast to do much of anything about it. You managed to wedge your rudder with the handle of your weapon, seeing desolation underneath you. Growing closer, you reached the ruins and nothing. Nothing until you woke up at the wooden post, your body mid-stride. The post saying, Crescent City, 10 miles. And you just walked. You know you crashed, but how? You were in Careth'Uen? How did you know it was Careth'Uen? You seem to have no memory of the entire ordeal. But you're getting flashbacks as you walk, or as you travel closer. And realizing this gap in your memory. I imagine Quentin was super stoked about manning the stagecoach. He's like, I haven't been able to do this for a hot minute. I'm fucking excited. And he's like moving his little feet. And he's like, yeah, and fucking you guys start like going at a breakneck speed. Hugo's in the back tinkering with like some Rubik's Cube looking, like steampunk Rubik's Cube looking thing. And what is everyone doing in the caravan as you guys travel?
I'm just reading one of the books.
Glitch is hanging out the window, sticking his tongue out like a dog.
You're slobbering.
Mm-hmm.
Slobbering.
I'm just reading the Valerian book.
Oh, okay.
Belen is out the other window, and he has his morning star, and he's just going, just like swinging it around.
You catch some twigs like from the branches of the trees.
Whoa! And he just keeps doing it.
You say, "Whoa!" Like, "Oh no, I shouldn't be doing this," and you keep fucking
just
going.
hitting trees.
And Isaac, you glean from that Valerian book. It kind of starts in like a meta way, as this is a collection of various different scholars' ideas, kind of in a compendium.
Mm-hmm.
But the first, this trip is like cut in half from the caravan, so you make it to where you need to be in like under an hour. But what you can glean from it, from what you read from the first chapter, is the common thesis on the Valerian, because there is physical proof of the Valari in ruins throughout this world. Ismunda, all the other continents have concrete ruins deep down, like deep underground, of this culture, and they're believed to have like blue skin and be like lanky and tall, and they were kind of like the Athens to the Greece of the Wultaran. This is your first hearing of this thing called the Wultaran. And it's said that they were basically competing for cultural achievement with another civilization called the Wult, or the Wultaran. Whereas the Wultaran were kind of focused on military and kind of controlling the caste system within their society. The Valari were more free and focused on technological advancement. And a lot of modern marvels of the day are leftovers of the Valerian culture. But that's all you can parse in this first chapter.
Okay.
And as you continue on, past a thicket of trees, you round a bend and you're on this like tall hill. over what used to be this like looking over what used to be this like mighty elven bridge that you assume was over like a hefty waterway, but has recently is now just like this like bone dry ditch. And looking at this vista, you can see like the snaking path winding down from this like super tall hill, and it's kind of like, it looks like Portland almost. Like there's like a lot of hilly areas with like, or not Portland, like Oregon, with like a lot of like trees that are like hanging off of these cliff sides and everything. Mm-hmm. And as you travel down the hill, Hugo pats Quentin on the back and goes, "Hold there, friend." And he turns to everybody and he goes, "So what's the method of disposal? Because we're about to be on this bridge. Shall we shrink the boy, or the caravan, I should say, sorry. Shrink the caravan, or are we hiding?"
Probably shrink it so we can use it again.
What about the horses?
The horses, ooh. Can't shrink those and throw them in a bag, can I?
No.
Are you gonna kill them?
I would never do that. No.
You're gonna kill them, aren't you?
Oh, lad, I wouldn't kill a horse like that. Though they're beautiful, majestic creatures. You're a fucking monster.
You're a monster.
We could just let them go into the wild.
No.
No. No.
Your friend here paid a pretty penny.
Let's hide them.
All right. I could shrink the caravan and hide the horses.
Yes.
Glenn is like touching both of their heads. He goes, "We're gonna come back for you guys."
How long are we gonna be gone for?
Depends on how long it takes to retrieve your ship. It shouldn't be longer than an hour. The ruins are kind of dangerous. There's some reavers about.
Oh, I was gonna say, 'cause I thought we were gonna be gone for like a couple days or something.
Could end up very well being that way.
Well, I mean, I don't think it'd be positive leaving horses alone for a couple days.
True.
I'll leave them some food, Glitch. Don't worry.
Maybe we could just tie them up.
At the most optimistic, viewpoint of this, we're done in half an hour.
All right, let's hide them.
Okay.
With food.
And
water.
I'm at your behest.
We leave out food and water, then we
and
hide the horses.
Maybe some entertainment.
All right, and he throws the tarp over all of them, all of it, like he like ties it to a tree.
And we should make a fire for them.
And you just catch the tarp on fire.
Yeah, we fucking smoke them out.
Smoke out the horses.
They die. Glenn goes up to him. He goes, "Stephanie," and he grabs one. He goes, "Diana," and he grabs the other one. He goes, "We'll be back for you," because he likes farm animals. Because he's a farmer.
Oh yeah,
he named them and nobody told him to.
Yeah, they took to you extremely well.
They go ee and whatnot.
Yeah, and whatnot.
They go nay, etc.
And so on and so forth.
Nay, we snaw.
You know how this goes.
You know, a horse.
Horse sounds.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
Google Translate what we're saying.
And you guys are looking out over this mighty bridge. At this viewpoint from the bridge, the ruins in the distance are hard to make out. It kind of just looks like some giant child like threw gray and black rubble around, just like in a tizzy. And it kind of like comes to a break at these like dark, jagged black cliffs that denote this cliffside to the Archean Sea that surrounds Careth'Uen. But that's way off in the distance. Right now you are standing in front of a marvel, honestly, of this like... So you find this bridge like left in disrepair. What was once white and gold has now been marred with dirt and debris and looks kind of indistinguishable from a regular cobblestone bridge. Large boulders have long since crashed into its supports, rendering it flat no more. The flags of House Athelian, Sindarin, and Brousseau hang high atop a perch in the middle of this bridge, torn and frayed from their tenure up there. But you can make it out. You can make out the Athelian crest, which is the same crest that's on the elevator. And then you know the House Sindain and Rousseau, as like the Queen has talked about them and their extended family that weren't in Careth'Uen at the time of the reunification. You probably met a couple of them too.
Okay.
But beyond this bridge, about 600 feet off, is what used to be the walls of Careth'Uen. But yeah, you are making your way through this bridge. Everybody, give me an insight check. You are walking down this bridge, and you see a lot of like boulders and everything that's crashed into it, and you kind of have to like slide down certain parts and climb up certain parts. But you realize like these boulders could be used as cover, so you're kind of proceeding with caution. What did everybody get on their insight checks?
I got a nat 20 for a total of 23.
God.
I got 22.
I got 12.
Holy shit. So, Blint, not so much. I think you're focused on the horses that you just left behind. But you see off in the distance this kind of lone elven gateway that used to be the main archway to enter the city. And you see kind of just this little... I don't know how to describe it. You see this kind of plague doctor mask looking at you, and then it just disappears. It was like this,
vanishes?
It was like this spectral plague doctor mask that was hanging in the middle of the archway, and then it just vanishes.
Do we all see it?
Glitch and Isaac. Actually, I'll actually roll for Quentin and Hugo. Hugo sees it. He goes, "Lads, what was that? Do you know, that mean anything to you?"
What?
There was a...
I've never seen that before.
Because that has no... none of the Reavers I've ever encountered here been into that sort of thing.
Did I encounter Reavers on my journey?
You don't remember.
Okay. Can you explain to me what Reavers are?
Oh, lad, that's just another way to talk about a bandit. It's someone who's more into... Bandits are lower level Reavers, essentially. Bandits are less organized. Reavers are a tight-knit gang.
Hugo, I'm terrified right now.
I'm going to be fully forthright. That was nothing related to these fuckers. I don't know what that is.
Hugo, you're scaring me.
I'm sorry, lad. I'm trying to, be upfront. And Quentin's like, I didn't fucking see anything. Is there anything? He like points to like a boulder, like he like jumps out around one. And he's like, ain't nobody over here. Got you there. And he has his trombone out. And you with that nat 20 and that 22, you hear in the distance like the bestial screams of something. Off way to the north, towards the coast.
Just heard some sounds. Sounded like bestial cries.
I would be careful. There's various animals that come around here and try to fuck with people and try to find prey. So we should proceed with a stealthy caution.
Do we have 10 minutes to spare?
I don't see why not.
Alright, I want to cast Augury as a ritual.
Oh, what does that do?
I roll by casting Gem and Lead Sticks, rolling Dragon Bones or something like that. I'm going to say I have Dragon Bones because that sounds sick.
That is sick.
Employing some divining tool, you receive an omen from an otherworldly entity about the results of a specific course of action that you plan to take within the next 30 minutes. And then you choose the following possible omens. Weal for good results, woe for bad results. Weal and woe for both good and bad results. Nothing for results that aren't especially good or bad. The spell doesn't take into account any possible circumstances that might change the outcome, such as the casting of additional spells or the loss or gain of a companion. If you cast a spell 2 or more times before completing the next long rest, there is a cumulative 25% chance for each casting after that to gain after the first that you get a random reading, and then you roll in secret.
So I just have to tell you whether it's wheel woe or both?
Yeah.
You watch as it kind of tilts to wheel, and then tilts to woe, and then sits in between, and then hard tilts to woe.
It's not looking good for us, boys.
You guys waited a full 10 minutes while he scried with these dragon bones, and then that happens, and Quentin's in the back, like, smoking his pipe. He's like, well, fuck. Okay.
Well, I'm sure we can figure it out.
I'm going to cast Aid.
What does that do?
I choose up to 3 creatures, and it increases their hit point maximum and current hit points by 5 for the duration, which is 8 hours.
That's fucking amazing. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, and Hugo goes, well, time to press on. Can't let a bad omen get to us. And you can see he's kind of like jittery at this point, and he's like, all right, let's go. And you guys...
Wait a second.
Who are you picking for aid?
The 3 of us.
Okay.
But Hugo begins walking, and you guys find no other spooky things on the bridge. No sign of life on this bridge.
Sorry.
Oh, you're good. And all that remains when you get past the bridge is this elven archway that Isaac saw, and it's covered in ash, as maybe only a 15-foot section of wall remains on each side. And Hugo kind of like puts his hand on it and like rubs off some ash and soot that are on this, like, where, like, the left-hand side of it. And he goes, this used to hold the grand gates of the elves. As he rubs off this, like, plaque, it says, and you can read it with your eyes of the Runekeeper and such. In Elvish, it says, Pride of the Exodus. You guys cross the threshold of the archway, and he goes, all right, from this point on, we should get into stealth. And he gets like real low, kind of like a crab walk almost. It was like Goliath. He is like a goofy dad. That's the way I can describe Hugo. He's like a fucking social studies teacher. He also, and he goes, oh, I almost forgot. And he pulls out of his bag of holding 4 Delver masks. And what you guys would recognize Delver masks in the real world are just oxygen masks. But he goes, this is my prototype. Usually, you have to refill the oxygen or find a incompetent spellcaster to do that. But not anymore. This is magically enchanted to never have to be refilled. Here you go, fellers. And he gives you all these dope oxygen masks. They look like steampunky as fuck. They're all like black and gold.
Cool.
I'm gonna walk up to Isaac and I'm gonna say, just in case, if anything happens to you and you're near me, I'll know. And I draw like a little sigil on him, and I cast Warding Bond, so that for the next hour, while you're within 60 feet of me, you gain +1 bonus to AC and saving throws. You have resistance to all damage, and each time you take damage, I take the same amount.
Damn. Okay,
Nice.
Holy shit.
And then if you get out of 60 feet of me, the spell ends.
Okay.
And he goes, yeah, you might need these if we run into a negative zone. And Quentin's like already got his on, and he's like, well, this is fucking rad. This is fucking cool. And Hugo keeps like mumbling on. He's like, I was asked by Enric to make these for the pilots of the Grey Fleet, and I says to him, the Nimbus Knights haven't flown for 25 years. What time for an upgrade and time to put up in some hands that'll be useful. Oh, we should probably hide. And he like tucks behind just some rubble. And you are fully witnessing the destruction of the reunification. When I say like Careth'Uen was ripped from the world, it looked like it was not like pretty. It wasn't like something just like lopped off the land underneath it. They ripped like full buildings off of like, it looks as almost like Godzilla came through and just started ripping fucking things with its hands and shit. In the vast expanse that was once the pride of the elves is now like merely topographical features. The rubble around you suggests this may have been like where shops and market stalls were. And there's only one plain stall left. It's just like this cobbled together wood that somehow withstood the onslaught. And you realize there's vague like ornate stones that like depict like a walkway, but it's rare to find more than 3 before like 10 more are missing. And like mud is just fucking everywhere. This place looks like it was just torn up by also the foot traffic in the last like 30 years or 50 years. Mm-hmm. And you find as you're like looking around, there's no one to be found in this place. But there is this one plaque that is like standing amongst like 4-foot high rubble, and like there's rubble fucking everywhere. Like, I'm gonna say rubble a lot in this next section, but there's rubble fucking everywhere. It looks like a bomb exploded in here.
There's amber coated walls.
Yeah, the walls are coated in amber, and there's amber coated walls.
The walls in which are coated by amber.
Are we trying to stealth through here? Because I can blow my last 2nd level spell slot and give us cat's grace.
Nah, don't bother.
Yeah. You haven't found signs of life here yet. And there's like this dinky 4-foot wall that like has this plaque on it at the very end of the market section. And you assume it was taller, but it looked like the wall it was on just got like ripped out from the bottom, so it just like shrunk down. Mm-hmm. And on it says Market Center in Elvish. And as you look past the Market Center, the land takes like a natural divot before crawling back up to a hill that overlooks the coast for Upper Careth'Uen. This place is, I don't think, well, it was not essentially, or sorry, this place is built on like 2 slopes. And there's like a divot in the middle, and you look in the divot on the far right, there's this mostly maintained like pale dock that wraps around these like black cliff faces, and it looks like actually pretty put together. You hear the sounds of the Archean Sea. And to the left, it's the remains of houses. It kind of looks like old European housing. Various like chimneys lay disassembled on top of stacks of loose wood and brass, with various foundations remaining frozen in time, all the way to the edge of the leftmost black cliffside. These jagged rocks that look kind of menacing, actually. And as you follow the road down the middle, keeping in stealth, you see this statue of a mage in like doing like a crazy magic missile pose has just been toppled over onto like a fucking small circular house. The familiar green bricks of the elves that you guys would be familiar with from being in the Careth'Uen district back in Crescent City are everywhere in this district. This like kind of divoted area. And in the distance, you hear yelling. You hear a deep, almost like guttural screech, and you hear the yelling of people, but you can't make them out. You're at the bottom of a divot right now.
Like multiple people?
Yeah, you're just waiting. You're at the bottom of this divot, and there's a hill upwards towards the screaming and towards upper Careth'Uen. And Hugo turns to you, Glitch, and he goes, "Is any of this looking familiar, lad?"
I don't remember a goddamn thing from here.
Well, suppose we're going in blind. Not afraid of that. Ain't the first time.
Can you not see? Do you need me to heal your eyes?
And he like tries to stifle like a loud laugh. He's like, you've got a wonderful sense of humor.
Thank you.
Don't lose that. And,
So, who's going to check the screaming?
and
I'll go.
Quentin's like, I'll go.
Perfect, yeah. You guys should go, yeah.
You afraid?
Hmm?
Are you scared?
No, you guys just have better eyes than me.
No, Quentin, you should stay here. You're bald.
Oh, mate, I hate to break it to you, but you're bald too. Quiet, mate. Yeah, so you and Quentin go.
Yeah, that's fine.
So you clamber up the hill. Make a stealth check for me.
Word. That's gonna be an 8.
Oh no! Lucky for you, Quentin got a dirty 20.
Nice.
And as you clamber up the hill, you guys, Quentin is leading, seeing that you're kind of being less stealthy and you're stomping through the mud because there's not the road is gone, so you just have to
I keep trying to talk to him the whole time.
He's like, stop, be quiet, mate. Shh, bro, it's you need to be quiet. And
Do you think everyone else notices that I'm bald?
he's like, mate, we gotta get past it. We gotta own it. You got a beard like me. That's really what fixes it.
I mean, I know I'm a sexy motherfucker,
yeah,
but
we're studs, mate.
they made fun of you for being bald, and I just wanted to know if they noticed it on me.
Well, listen, mate. Do you think you could physically overpower all of them?
Oh, I would absolutely destroy all of them by myself.
Then that's all that fucking matters, mate.
Yeah, you're right. That's all that matters.
You're a fucking powerhouse. Get down to an army crawler. We will die. And you fucking...
I'm walking next to him as he's crawling.
Yeah, he's crawling. He's like, get down here. And he
Like,
pulls
where
you
the fuck
down.
are you Oh,
And,
okay.
And you guys army crawl up to this foot high rubble, and you look out to the expanse of Upper Careth'Uen. A group of 7 reavers. These people in really dope biker gang looking armor. None of them have fucking sleeves on. They all got insane tattoos and beards and longer it looks like their hair has been dyed light platinum blonde. And they're all these fucking beefcakes of dudes besides this one scrawny guy who's off to the side. But 7 of them are being beset by and Quentin's, you don't know what it is originally, but Quentin goes, "Shress be damned. It's a fucking manticore." And literally you hear this fucking lion screech as this creature with dragon or they have draconic wings, right?
Yeah.
This creature with draconic wings, the body of a fucking lion and the head of a man, fucking descends and is clawing into reavers, doing aerial diving attacks, kind of fucking dealing with them.
Are they fighting each other?
No, the reavers are fighting the manticore.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Oh yeah, they're fully fighting. The manticore is taking its sweet old time, picking them off like prey, kind of you see it dip and disappear behind this large kind of white stone tower that still remains pretty intact, besides the fact that the roof has been blown off by this glass roof has been blown off. And you're assuming this is what had held the largest buildings.
Sorry, what does the back look like?
The back of what?
The tower. Is the back blown out? All right, continue. Sorry.
That was so fucking good.
Is the back blown out?
I had to go sit in the corner for a second. That was I did not expect that at all. Yeah, this must have held the largest buildings in the city. You see that white tower to the right, that overlooks the sea, and then you see this garden area that is just in worse for wear. In the middle of Upper Careth'Uen is the city center, a well surrounded by various wagon wheels, green bricks, and rubble. Various beautifully colored bricks decorate the spaces where buildings once were, and some still stand, without full sections or walls or roofs. And And to the far left is the ruins of the Great College. This massive building stands at nearly 80 feet tall. The stained glass that marks the dark stone walls have been clearly blown out. And it looks almost like Notre Dame, but with like brass inlays and massive green brick roof that remains caved in by fallen trees and remnants of the reunification. Also to note, massive bioluminescent mushrooms have sprouted out all through the upper section of the city, giving off a strange cloud of spores that look kind of weird. So that's what you see. Do you want to give what's the move? Quentin looks at you and he's like, "All right, what we doing?"
I relay the information to the party.
Sending stones. So you guys hear.
Send the info.
Yeah, Glitch tells you that there are 7 Reavers attacking a Manticore in the city center of Upper Careth'Uen, and describes the layout.
Should we wait for them to pick each other off or something?
We could, but we don't know what's gonna. It'll be more likely that they'll turn their attention on us, or that we'll have a lesser chance of sneaking through when they're not distracted from their battle.
That's true, but how are we going to get through after?
Hugo mentions, he's like, in the past, me and my associates have worked with Reavers. If you give them something they want, yeah, they kind of don't care.
Yeah, I'm out of money.
True. We could give help.
I was gonna say we could help them. They're getting fucked up.
Ooh.
We could save them.
True.
I could declare to them and be like, help us get through and we'll save you. Say it just like that.
Sure.
Perhaps.
Is that what we want to do?
Sure. Yeah, let's do it.
Alright, I stand up and I'm like, Reavers!
Come out and play.
Reavers, I need help getting through the city, and if you want help killing the manticore that you look like you're having trouble with, we could make a little exchange.
One guy fully gets picked. One guy who looks like Triple H fully gets picked up and is just like ripped apart in like atop all of the Reavers. His blood just pours down on them, and the like what looks like the leader guy. You look at them now. They all have one eye missing, that is covered by like a cloth eye patch, and all of them besides the leader have the leader and the little scrawny one have their left or their favored arm chopped off at the elbow, and their arm is replaced with like a blade. And the leader has both a full like eye coverage, like he's missing both his eyes, and both of his arms are lopped off, and he has like the blades, and he like
suck to jerk off with.
And he screams, and he's like, yeah, we could use some fucking help right about now.
All right, guys, get up here. Come on. It's go time.
And he's this like dope-looking orc guy. They all of their hair dyed blonde, though. It's fucking hilarious.
I let everyone go before me, and then I follow behind everyone.
Quentin looks at you, Glitch, and he's like, all right, if they make any false moves, I'm going to blow their fucking heads off.
All right, I want to cast Guiding Bolt on the...
Okay, everybody roll initiative. Combat. We haven't done this in a minute.
Facts.
Nice. We got a natural 20.
It's fucking hot.
Oogie.
I got 8.
So it's 22 altogether.
1 sec, fellas. So, okay, what was it again?
22.
I got 17.
17.
I got 8.
8? Okay. Okay, at the top of the order is Glitch.
All right. So I'm going to shoot... I'm going to shoot a Guiding Bolt.
Okay. Do I have to roll like a save, or are you doing it? It's like an attack.
I make a ranged spell attack.
Okay.
All right.
Wait, hold on. Let me just double check. Does a 7 hit?
Unfortunately, no.
No.
Cool.
You do have the clockwork amulet now, which can make a thing 10 once a day.
Do I have to be attuned to it?
Yeah, you don't have to be attuned to it.
Sick. I'm gonna use the clockwork amulet to make it a 10.
Horny.
So it'll be 17.
That definitely hits.
All right.
What did you roll the first time?
3.
Damn.
Spell attack modifier is only 4.
It's 7.
3 plus 7.
10.
Oh,
What did I say?
you said,
You said
7.
7. Yeah. But nice. That definitely hits.
So that's gonna be 15 damage.
Okay.
And then I'm going to, as a bonus action, cast Spiritual Weapon.
Okay. What do I gotta do with that?
I make a melee spell attack.
Alright.
So, I know rules is written, technically you can't cast 2 spells in the same turn. Are we doing that? Because it's like you can... I think it's...
Was it a bonus action?
It's a bonus action, yeah.
Oh yeah, then I don't care.
Okay, because technically...
Does it have a level or is it a cantrip?
It's not a cantrip, it's a level 2 spell. I know technically the rules is written is you can cast a spell
and
and
then
then a
cantrip.
cantrip if you can do it as a bonus action.
Do you have anything that gives you a bonus action to cast spell?
Well, no, I can just... It is a bonus action, it's just not a cantrip. Do you want it to be easier for... Because I've done, like... I don't know if we talked about it before, but I have done... Like, I figured I'd ask you. Because I think
Because you've done this before, right?
Yeah, like where I've casted 2 spells in the same turn. But only because one is a bonus action and one is an action.
Like, that makes sense to me.
Yeah, I just know that, like... Technically, if we're playing rules is written, it's not like that. Like, technically rules is written is if you cast 2 spells, one of them has to be a cantrip.
Alright, so Venmo me $15.
Okay.
No, I'm kidding.
I will right now.
No,
This is a pay-as-you-go kind
Yeah,
of
I
game.
need money. No, yeah, you can do that.
Yeah, because I know some stuff I'm like, yeah, no, fuck rules is written. But then other things I'm just like, I don't want to get fucking railed.
Me as a
DM.
player, I always want that. I always want to be able to cast a bonus action spell.
Yeah.
So,
Why the fuck am I rolling so low? Does 15 hit?
just hits.
Nice.
You guys eyeing each other down?
No. It's so weird how you just said that out of nowhere.
What brought that up?
It's gonna be 12 damage.
12 damage. Okay. So yeah, describe what you do.
So like we're standing there and like he says that he wants help, and I'm like, oh, do you want help? And he's like, I fucking want help. And I'm like, okay. And I like stick my hand out and it shoots like a comet out of it into the manticore, and then the blast from it, like the magic residual, like blast past his body and like turns it, like the magic like combines together behind it and like turns into a weapon and then just like slashes into him.
That is so fucking sick. You watch as it fully like just gash, like the comet like collides and then the energy gashes into him and he just like bleeds like thick goopy purple blood onto the Reavers.
Fuck yeah.
And that is the Manticore's turn. You watch as it reels from its attack. It lost its kind of momentum as it was like barreling forward and kind of catches itself in the air as its wings like drop down, and you see its tail like rise from your perspective behind it, and these like spikes it's like barbed, there's like spikes on it, and it points its tail at you and just goes
Ew, stop it.
and 3
Guys, hurry up, it's shooting me with its gross tail.
God damn it. I wish for once in my life I could just roll well.
Yeah, just start rolling better.
Yeah.
Why would you
I got a
choose
nat
to roll
1
low? Damn.
in here. Does 15 hit you at all?
fuck no, not even close.
Okay, so you watch as the the two spikes like shoot past you, just like whizzing right past you. Let's say you like shrug one off with your shield, and then the nat one just shoots directly down, way off course into the guy who is not missing any arms, is not missing any eyes, and is like this really skinny guy in like a suit. And it just shoots right into his collarbone. He's like, "Oh Jesus!" And fucking, he drops to the ground and faints.
Oh wait, never mind. He sucks. Get up here, guys. Beat his ass.
And on that, it's Isaac.
I guess I'll run up a little behind, like right behind Glitch and Quentin, and I'll do my same whistle move, and I'll cast Shatter.
Okay.
I'll cast Shatter like right above the Manticore, so it only hits the Manticore.
Fuck yeah. Do I have to roll for that, or do you?
You do. It's a Constitution saving throw. You have to beat 16.
Yeah, my friend Mr. Isaac is gonna kick your ass.
So you watch the shatter goes off with that whistle that turns into like the what is it? Do you want to describe it?
It's like a whistle that like very rapidly climbs pitch into like an explosion of sound.
It's so fucking sick. And it hits it, and for a second you can't tell if it worked or like it shrugged it off, and you watch as it just is like reeling and like it like barrels down. It's like losing altitude at an aggressive rate as it found purchase. How much damage do you do?
Let me roll.
This thing's head just like fully fucking rattles like a like a wind chime.
14 damage.
You guys are fucking this thing up. Yeah, it fully like it almost crashes to the ground. It gets like 5 feet from the ground. And it's like, and in this tritonal voice, speaks common and says, "What brings you here?"
Ew.
We've come looking for a piece of equipment our friend left behind.
Yeah, you better not have broke my ship.
And it goes. It's like moving its head snakily, and it's like,
I have no clue what you are referring to.
And just like roars at the reavers in front of it, who all like ready their sword, their arm blades and shit. And it's Hugo's turn.
I want to say, well, it's your loss then.
Is it the end of your turn?
Mm-hmm. Oh wait. I want to give a bonus to the reaver leader.
Bardic?
Yeah. Bardic Inspiration. Don't give up the good fight yet.
Is it a D8?
Yeah, I think so. Should be.
And he goes, "Oh, we're about to fuck this thing up." And like, it's Hugo's turn now. And Hugo.
Beat his ass, Hugo.
Got a nat 20.
Nice.
Missed the first one. So you watch as he pulls out this big wrench from seemingly nowhere, like he does not have a spot on his jacket that like could hold this, and he just like pulls out this fucking wrench and jumps at the Manticore, since like he's like Blint's height, like 8 feet tall-ish, or no, he's a Goliath, so he's like 10 feet tall, and he fucking has no problem like. Well, at first he misses, and then he winds back in an off swing and hits the Manticore.
You know, the episode of Kim Possible when you find out that Shigo is like part of like a superhero family?
Yes.
And she has like that older brother who's like the big buff blue guy. His name's Higo.
Yeah.
I imagine that's what Hugo looks like.
He kind of does look like that.
The comically buff large character.
Yes. So, oh my god. And you watch as that wrench meets the Manticore's head, its human face, and leaves like a bloody gash on it. And it goes,
"How dare you make me bleed my own blood, boy?"
It looks like Ben Stiller.
Yeah.
Yes.
When he hits him in the head with the wrench, I'm like, looks like you're gonna have a couple screws loose.
And that is...
If you can't dodge a wrench, how are you going to dodge a spell?
Yes, dude. Didn't think that a dodgeball reference would happen on the podcast. Or no, wait, sorry, that's not what I wanted to do. It's Quentin. It's Quentin's turn. He goes up and he goes, all right. He goes, fucking nothing. And you hear like a purr, 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 from the trombone. And this wave of force echoes out. And he cast Bless on you three guys.
Nice.
So you guys can add a 1d4 to your next saving...
And attack roll.
Saving or attack roll, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And that's his turn. And we'll go to Blint. The Reaver's got a fucking 2 on initiative.
Brutal.
Damn. Hey,
All right.
Blint.
Yeah.
Get him.
Yeah, I was gonna do that.
Yeah, just like I said.
Yeah. Okay. I'll try.
This thing is looking like Nate. This thing is looking fucked up. It's got like it's bleeding from its stomach.
Ben Stiller's bleeding from his teeth.
Ben Stiller is bleeding from its tummy.
Ben Stiller has a giant gash in him.
All right, guys, I'm retiring from the podcast. It's been great.
I'll try the Morning Star.
Okay.
I want to do Rage too.
Oh yeah, okay.
Because I want to really,
So,
I really fuck this bitch in the, fuck him up.
so this nuclear energy kind of like pools off you and radiates like fucking heat on a hot pavement. And you pull up with your new weapon.
You can give yourself advantage also with reckless attack.
Yeah.
You can literally just say reckless attack and you'll just have advantage on the rest of your attacks.
Alright, I'll do that. Do I have to roll something else?
You roll again and take the better number.
Okay.
You also have 2 attacks now.
True.
So the first one was 16.
Okay, that'll hit, but you have an extra attack as well.
Yeah. So I gotta do this. So
It should be 6 plus your rage bonus plus... whatever you rolled plus
6
your rage.
plus 6, 11, 13.
Holy shit, okay.
Nice.
Do you want to roll another attack?
Yeah. I'll just do the same thing.
You can't reckless attack. Can you reckless?
You can.
Oh, you
Well,
can?
I
You
just
just
meant
say-
the Morning Star.
Oh, okay.
When
Not
you
the-
say reckless attack, it counts for every attack.
Holy shit. So
Oh,
yeah, you can
okay.
roll with advantage again, my boy.
Wait, what do I add on the initial roll?
So,
The
okay, on
bonus,
the
the
initial
attack
roll, yeah,
bonus?
it's plus 9.
Okay. So 29.
Oh, you get a nat 20?
Yeah.
Holy
Damn.
shit.
And that's my first one. In
Good
this one.
shit.
Is that the first one of the campaign for you?
Yeah, because that never happened.
Yeah, boy, let's fucking go.
Is it double dice? For
What?
critting?
I was just doing
Double
double
damage?
dice.
Or-
Yeah, double dice.
Motherfucker.
Did we say it was double dice or double damage? It was double damage, wasn't it?
I don't want to say anything. I don't know.
I think it was
I
double
really don't
damage.
know.
I think we discussed this in episode 2, and it was double damage.
Let's do double damage.
It's
then.
double damage,
All right.
So it's whatever you roll,
It's
and then times that by 2.
11
11.
would be the damage.
Oh, just without doubling it.
Yeah.
So 23 points of damage.
22.
22. I can't do math.
Damn, dude.
I can't do
20.
math, man. I took geometry 3 times.
Yo, this dude
can't do math.
can't do geometry.
So what I will tell you right now is the first hit definitely killed it.
no,
Damn.
it didn't.
But Blint, what does it look like when you crit on this shit?
He's like,
How do you fully just
you hear
violate
like a
this fucking thing?
Viking horn, like, and he's like, he runs very clumsily towards it. He's like, he jumps. He's like, and like bonks its fucking head, and then he bonks it in the head, and then it kills it, like you said. But he just goes OD and just keeps, and then he's just going.
You just
Well, he
punch
just
it.
starts like.
Yeah,
He's just like slamming it into its fucking face.
This is your first time
On the way
using
down.
first time using the Morning Star and you fucking crit.
Yeah,
it
fuck yeah.
feels so good in your hands.
He's like, he does the Zach Fox smiling at his fist. He's like,
Yes. And
he just gets like psycho eyes. He's like,
And even all these bandit dudes are looking around like, what the fuck is going on?
And then he just goes and just like walks back towards the group
It's
casually.
just completely normal. And Hugo is like, the wrench disappears into the back of his jacket.
That's sick.
Quentin like is still holding onto his trombone, fearful of the Reavers. But Quentin looks at you. He goes, "Mate, I thought I had an anger issue. That's fucking incredible."
And Blint's like sweaty. He's like, yeah, it just kind of comes out of nowhere.
I look
Just
down
what
at the Reavers and I'm like, yeah, me and my boys took care of it, and so now you're gonna help us, right?
And the dope half-orc leader dude walks up. And sorry.
Yeah, my name's Glitch. What's going on? I'm the leader of this group of we're kind of like Reavers, but a little bit better. Well, a lot better, actually. If I'm not bragging or anything. It's just the truth. It's a fact. Fact of the matter. He's like really trying to pretend like he's Isaac right now.
That's so sweet.
Like what? He's not doing a good impression. He's just doing what he thinks Isaac would be saying.
And the leader, the Reaver leader, walks up to you and he goes, "Hail and well met. I'm Tull Eagle Eye."
Tall Eagle Eye?
Tull.
Tull?
Tull, T-U-L.
Tull Eagle Eye?
Yes.
I'm Small Lion Claw.
Are you making a jest?
No, that's my name.
Small Lion Claw. Your name is like my name.
We have a lot in common, don't we? And he sticks his arm out to Predator handshake him.
And he's like, and like you get like the side of his arm and the blade,
Like
like
his wrist.
yeah.
Oh, I forgot he has swords for arms.
Yeah, and you get the
He's
wrist.
trying to shake a person with
I stick my hand out and I'm like, oh,
And he goes, "I am the leader of the hanged. We are in worship of Tyr."
I'm the leader of the hung. Sorry. Go ahead.
Do you say that out loud?
No, fuck
Okay.
no.
And he goes, "We want to be like our merciful God of justice. You have done us a helping hand."
I nervously laugh.
Yeah, all the other dudes nervously laugh too. They're like, "Oh, oh, oh."
I turn to the group. I'm like, they don't even have hands.
And then Quentin's like, "Oh fuck." He goes, "What brings you to our domain?"
I crashed my ship here a couple weeks ago.
We pondered on why there was a ship on land. This makes sense.
Do you know where it is?
Yes, it is in the Great College. We hung it from a chandelier to keep it away from bears.
Can you take us to it safely?
Yes. Mind the spores.
What does that mean?
And he points with his blade arm at all the the spores that have crowded around these giant mushrooms that have grown. He goes, "If you walk into one, it makes a loud noise. The loud noise attracts beasts like this one that you slayed. Good work." And he holds his arm blade up.
He just tinks it with his morning star.
Rad.
I like this dude.
My name is Tull Eagle Eye.
All right. He
Okay.
says condescendingly. He's like, okay.
Come with us.
All right, guys, let's follow him.
And they like lead you guys. They wake up the guy in the suit who got hit with the tail spike and fainted. And he goes, "Oh jeez, oh no, how much time did I lose this time, guys?" And then Tull goes, "Shut the fuck up, Bink."
Big.
I think he's their Crudgeon.
There's like a crossover. Blint runs up and goes, "Nightmare, nightmare, nightmare."
And he starts freaking the fuck out and faints again.
Just fucking with this random guy.
Glitch is nodding his head like with a smirk on his face, imagining as if that was Crudgeon.
And he like not wordlessly, like he like without acknowledging you fully, like says to you, "It is okay to hit Bink. Bink is a dumbass."
I don't think that we
Dude,
will
this
do
guy's
that.
fucking crazy. Beat the fuck out of Bing.
It's okay to beat the fuck out of this dude.
This guy was our prisoner. We let him be.
Dude, we've stumbled into some weirdo shit.
He swore fealty to the hanged, and now he will be one of us. But every time we go to chop his arm off, he becomes squeamish.
Can I cut his arm off?
If you can keep him awake while he does it.
Why does he have to be awake?
Might be
One
better if
must
he's
be
asleep.
awake to watch the letting go of possession.
Oh.
I think if you were really cool, you'd do it with your legs too.
That doesn't make any fucking sense.
Isaac starts laughing.
And Blint just pulls out.
The morning star at the club?
He pulls out the javelin and he just holds like this. He's like, the legs too. And he just looks at him.
Bink.
He knows he can't do it to anyone else, so he turns to him. He goes, if he really wants it, we should do the legs and the arms.
All right, wake him up.
I'm not doing this. He's like, no. No.
Bink Donfarb is a blight to this land. All right, we're here. And he gets, and you guys walk into the great college. Description.
Wait,
It looks like NCCC.
look. I'm at a college too. I went to college. He's like tugging on the bottom of Isaac's tunic. Look, I'm at a college. I'm just like you.
Oh yeah. Did you graduate?
I don't know. Did I graduate, Tull?
From what?
This college.
Did you attend?
I'm attending right now.
And you mouth say yes to him?
Yes.
Yes.
Look, I graduated. I'm just like you.
Nice, yeah.
He is just like
Congrats.
Thank you.
Wow.
It's awesome.
So this is what rich people do. He looks around.
you. So, so you are passing through these vacant hallways. It is this extremely disheveled building, and there are fully like classrooms that have been ripped up out of the ground and like ripped through holes in the roof by the reunification. And you'll find all the bookshelves in here, which line the like the inner classrooms, the ones that aren't completely collapsed in or stuck into the ground. The bookshelves are so sparse. There's like nothing really on them. Tull says, "We took all the books and sold them off to various people. So I apologize. There is not much reading here."
Yeah, I mean, you don't really need to read to graduate, so who cares?
No,
They're also all half blind or fully blind.
this is true.
Oh, yeah, they're all blind.
Wait, doesn't Tull have the blindfold over him?
Yes. I cannot see, but my senses are heightened.
I want to put my hand in front of his face and just go,
Stop that.
okay.
Whoever's doing that, stop it.
He knows your full social security number and maiden name.
He's like Daredevil.
Yeah.
He's like, you pissed this morning, huh?
Somebody JO'd before work.
Before work. Someone smells like reefer.
Reefer. Your stench.
You smell like peanut butter and cum. Guys, someone say something.
Someone has an unusual relationship with their dog.
Oh my god.
Someone smells like.
So
Who's having an anxiety attack?
You smell like Cheeto dust and Mountain Dew. Someone's an epic gamer.
who has mild social anxiety?
Which of you hasn't?
Glitch's eyes are darting back and forth.
I've been made. So you guys walk past these stark hallways that have been ripped of most life, and make your way. This goes on for a while. You're basically entering it like a side entrance, because the main entrance is basically fully crashed in by like a tree and all these boulders and stuff. And as you walk in, or walked 20 minutes, not even 20 minutes, I would say like it's like a 10-minute walk across this campus, you reach the main foyer, where there are stairways that stretch upwards to higher floors in each corner of this room, with intricate runes carved in with brass filigree into the marble floors of this place. Give me an Arcana check, everybody, if you want.
Glitch is blowing bubbles.
It's adorable.
I got 20.
Damn.
Oof.
I got a nat 1 for a total of 6.
I have 5.
You boys have no clue, but
2 magic people.
the two like actual casters of the party, and Blint, you kind of like just the same way that you had like a pull magically towards those footprints. You kind of have like a pull, but it's different. It's not. It doesn't feel like home. It feels kind of just like something innate.
Scary.
It's scary.
Scary.
Something in you feels like a recognition. And you assume that these were protection runes to keep the main foundation of this place standing that got expended in the reunification. But they're the kind of like burn marks are still there in the marble floors with brass. Now all that remains in this place are like decrepit velvet chairs, a clerk's desk, and this massive chandelier made of brass and birchwood. Its candles burnt out with wax pouring off it like a willow tree, and hanging from the chandelier is the remains of Glitch's dinghy. It's in shambles, completely missing rudders and a sail, with deep carvings into the leftmost side that look like deep scratchings of a large hand. And Tull points like his arm over to it. He goes, I will have one of them get a ladder to help pull it down. Please, this is yours?
It's my dinghy! It's just how I left her!
All right,
It's
fellas.
a big dinghy.
She's just as beautiful as the day I left her.
And Hugo goes, right, we can work with that. Come. And he starts walking like super excited. You can tell like you've never seen him like this. He usually has like dad energy where he's like, I'm just here to support.
Mm-hmm.
But he was like very much like ship, work on ship. Yes.
I'm excited walking behind him.
And you guys all pull up. Quentin's like, I mean, we could fucking check it out. I mean, it looks pretty cool. Eh? And as you guys are walking up to it, you are like fully like standing underneath it. And one of the guys goes over to the clerk's desk to grab like the ladder that they have like hanging off on the side, and you just hear as the floor drops out underneath you, and you drop down a rocky crevice. And Tull goes, "No hard feelings." As you all drop down
I'm gonna kill those motherfuckers.
and that is where we will end our episode.
Damn.
Damn, I knew we couldn't trust those grease balls.
Damn.
So much for a dinghy.
Nah, they're all dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially the one with no arms. He was condescending to Blint.
I loved playing him. That was so much
He was
fun.
funny as fuck.
Yeah, he was.
I love a deadpan guy.
I'm gonna give him both of his arms and his eyes back.
True.
They're just like around here
Yeah.
somewhere.
I take them and I fucking stick them back on.
I'm so excited. This is where shit gets good.
Oh my god, dude. Fuck these dudes.
Yeah, for real.
Oh, fuck. I knew we should have waited for them to fucking die.
They would have all died, yeah. I mean, probably besides the leader.
Yeah, we could have killed him instantly then. After that point, though.
I'm glad you did choose to help them. It made it a lot easier to trick you guys.
Yeah. Yeah. God. Who suggested doing the nice thing?
Hugo mentioned that he's helped Reavers before.
Oh, yeah. Hugo fucked us over.
Hey, he's
Hugo's
smart, not
still
wise.
up there. He's like, "Peace
No,
out."
he fell with you guys.
No, he's still up there.
There's
dude.
a full chance that someone could have just found the lever and pulled it. I was like waiting for if you guys killed all the Reavers and went through. I was gonna have like oh, there's a lever, and I was gonna be like, someone's gonna be curious enough to pull it, and then the party would be separated.
Yeah. Damn. Oh my god, this is wild. We're now in the fucking undercarriage of Careth'Uen.
It is formerly called the Undercroft.
Ew.
Ew.
We're about to get fucked up down here.
I'm excited.
How far did we fall down?
20 feet. Down like a
David said,
very
we didn't.
thin crevice.
Did we level up?
No.
Oh,
What the fuck, dude?
fuck.
What is this game?
Bro, I used to level you guys up after every encounter before.
I'm gonna ask after every session.
True.
It's expected. You got him.
It's the hustle.
But we have an episode to close out.
True.
All right, folks. Thank you so much for listening.
We love you.
We do love you. Stay beautiful.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. Stay.
According to my contract, I love you.
Yeah, contractual.
For the time being, we love you.
Yeah.
Until this inevitably ends. Whenever that is, our death or...
Until society falls to ruin.
Until society has no use for D&D anymore.
Society crumbles as we know it. The internet ceases to exist.
Just make sure that even at the heat death of the universe, you're drinking water.
And staying fucking hydrated.
Please,
Facts.
God, drink water until you die. Not causing your death, but just until
Drown yourself.
you
by the amount of
inevitably
water
die.
you
Just
drink.
keep drinking water at a decent rate that entire time.
And don't forget to follow us on Twitter and Instagram at Quested Pod, and also on YouTube under Quested Podcast.
So fucking smart.
Make like 40 different accounts and just follow all of those
Please.
for
That'd
us.
be
Yeah.
sick.
The
And like,
first person to make 40 accounts each and follow all of those will give you $100 on Venmo.
you could be on an episode.
Yeah, you can just be a character.
But you have to prove that you did that.
The first person to DM me that I don't know personally and say, hey, what's up? I listened to Quested episode 10. We'll put your name in the next episode, and I will personally send you a kiss in the mouth through the mail.
I will kiss you through the phone.
I'll kiss you through the phone like Soldier Boy. Crank that. Make sure to
All
crank that. Keep cranking that.
Keep cranking that.
Keep cranking that. Never cease to crank that.
Yes, thank you so much. We are going to leave out. What should we leave out on this time?